Hi everyone, welcome back. We are on Japanese Carnivore Diet 30-day challenge. Today is day 13. So day 13, 14, 15, I'm going to be talking about three types of Japanese restaurants that I recommend for you to go if you are on carnivore. So the Japanese carnivore goes to Japanese restaurants. And today, the day 13, I'm going to talk about Yakitori restaurant. And this is my table of contents today. There are three Japanese restaurants that are best friends, your best friends when you are on carnivore diet. And today, I talk about the first kind of Japanese restaurant, carnivore friendly, that is Yakitori restaurant. And I'm going to share with you some of the menus. So when you go there for the first time, you can act like you are a regular foodie. Okay, little bit about me. I am Grace. I'm a California licensed occupational therapist. My passion is your well being in this 100-year life. I was so inspired by these two books, The 100-Year Life and Dr. Stephen Gundry's Plant Paradox. I am an occupational therapist, meaning I'm a rehab expert, but I don't want to see you as my rehab patient. I really believe in prevention rather than rehab. Okay, right on. So, Mr. Hippocrates, he's the father of medicine. Thousands of years ago in Greece, he already said, let food be your medicine. And in Japan too, we have Japanese diet principle, Ishoku Dogen. Ishoku Dogen means medicine and food are the same. See, so our ancestors already said to us like this, but how about us now? We believe it's drugs and the surgery can cure us. No, 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 no. Let's go back to basics. Let's go back to lifestyle change. And a special thanks to those gentlemen. Thank you very much. And then the difference between traditional carnivore diets in the States and my Japanese carnivore diets. When you are active, but occasionally your knee hurts, your low back hurts, or sometimes you don't have concentration or good memory like you used to, you might be having some brain fog, or if you just want to lose 5 pounds to 20 pounds, you are happy, then you are in the right place. This is for you. So the good thing about carnivore diet is it's great for lazy person like me. You don't need to count calories. All you need to eat is any kinds of meat, any kinds of seafood, as many eggs as you want, and cheese and butter. Okay. So as I said, I think there are three types of Japanese restaurants that are your best carnivore friends. So when you go to Japan next time, or even when you are in the United States, like Los Angeles and New York, there are so many Japanese restaurants around you. So if you haven't explored, welcome. Today, the day 13 of your 30-day carnivore challenge. This is the first destination. The first one is Yakitori restaurant. Yakitori? What is yakitori? For those of you who are not too familiar with Japanese foods, yaki is not like yaki in English. Yaki means grilled or baked. Tori is a chicken. Well, it's actually a bird. But when we say in Japanese culinary, when we say tori, usually we talk about chicken. So yakitori is not a table served dining. It's more like a sushi bar. You sit on the counter facing the chef. It's an open kitchen, and the chef prepares yakitori, the meal, right in front of you. So again, it's in a table serve usually, and they cook before your eyes. It's an open kitchen, and the yaki means grilled. It is charcoal grilled. And many yakitori restaurants in the United States, in Europe, outside of Japan, they were so dedicated to quality. Even charcoal they import from Japan because there is a certain type of charcoal which is excellent quality because it doesn't emit too much smoke, and that's binchotan. So if you go to Japanese yakitori specialized restaurant, usually the chef proudly put some signage. We use binchotan. If you see that, you are in the right place. Okay, so let's go over some menu. The first one is negima. Negima is like a chicken breast or chicken thigh, and they have a green onion in between. That's why negi is green onion, ma is in between. So negima is in between. To chicken meats, we have green onion, and then of course we have liver, and the tsukune is a chicken meatball. So if you are maybe if you are first time in a yakitori restaurant, you would like negima, you would like tsukune, the meatball, and then the teba, the chicken wing. And you should try chicken liver too, because it's mind blowing. It tastes so much different from any other chicken liver uh, dish. So try that. And other dishes that I couldn't find the individual pictures, but in carnivore diet, the organ meats are excellent for you. And usually organ meats are less expensive than meat, right? So that's why I recommend you go to yakitori restaurant. Being Japanese, I totally forgot about this benefit of yakitori because they serve so many different chicken organ meats. Like hatsu is heart, and the liver, of course, is a liver, and the sunagimo is a chicken gizzard, and the nankotsu is cartilage, so edible cartilage. And the kawa is a chicken skin. They cook it, over charcoal grill, so it's so crispy. They, drip all the oil, so it's so crispy. You should try kawa. And also uzura is a hard boiled quail eggs. It's amazing. You should try uzura. Okay. Now, please note, even yakitori, there are three levels, three kinds to enjoy yakitori. The casual yakitori restaurant and the gourmet high-class yakitori restaurant and depachika or take-up. So let me briefly go over for you. The first one is casual yakitori. Yakitori in Japan traditionally is a casual dining. Usually no reservation. You just go, you sit in front of the chef, and you just tell him you get to pick what you want. And then the symbol of such a casual yakitori restaurant, you see this red chochin or red lantern. They hang right in front of the restaurant. It says yakitori in hiragana. So when you see this kind of symbol, usually you can assume it is casual dining place. So no reservation is necessary. You can just walk in as long as there's a space for you. And sometimes, if it's so popular, you might have to queue wait in a line. But otherwise, you can just go there and eat. Okay, so that's the first type of traditional yakitori restaurant. And the majority of restaurants, yakitori is like this. Now, the second one, which I haven't been, is an expensive gourmet yakitori restaurant. I didn't know, but some of them do have Michelin stars. Oh my God, Michelin stars. And then when you go to this kind of restaurant, reservation is a must. And when they have Michelin stars, most likely you won't be able to go there as a tourist, because even the local Japanese, they their reservation is minimum 1 year ahead. And the number one most popular gourmet yakitori restaurant, I was told, you have to just keep calling, because they take telephone reservation only 1 day a month. It's crazy. You just have to keep calling, because they don't have call waiting. You, every time you call, the line is busy. And finally, you get to talk. They say, "Oh yeah, that's like 5 years from today," something like that. But anyhow, but I think it's worthwhile if you are that foodie. But I'm not. I'm not that crazy about it. And then if you go to this type of gourmet yakitori restaurant, it's again, it's not table serve. It's still counter. You sit across the chef and then be prepared. Most likely it is omakase that you don't get to keep. You don't get to choose what you want, and they are not that flexible. You cannot say, "Oh, can you replace this with that?" They wouldn't do that. You have to respect the chef. They are like iron chef, you know. You are just lucky to be in his place. But I think still the price is reasonable, though. I was kind of reading many reviews of those gourmet yakitori expensive restaurant. But even though expensive omakase, but they would say about 10,000 yen, which is today like 70 US dollars, something like that. So I think it's still reasonable. And if you if you love chicken meat and if you like yakitori, you should try this. Maybe you make a reservation 1, 2 years before your next visit to Japan. Okay. Now the third one, this is great for you if you are traveling with the family and if you stay at the Airbnb in Japan. Just go to department store. We call it depa chika. Depa stands for department store. Chika is a basement. So most of the Japanese department stores, our basement is a food court. It's really all foods, takeout. They have sweets, desserts, they have Western dishes, they have Chinese dishes, and then Japanese dishes to go. And many Japanese department stores, they invite famous yakitori restaurants throughout Japan to sell their, yakitori in their department stores. So if you go there, you get to see some famous yakitori restaurant selling their yakitoris over there. So this is great. And I think, this picture, I don't know how many years ago, I don't know if these pictures are, up to date, but usually one skewer is like dollar to $2. So again, this is the third option, and I highly recommend you to do this when you are traveling with the family, kind of budget type of travel. And if you stay at Airbnb, just go to Depachika. Not only yakitori, but you can have so many other food to go. All right. Okay, that's all for today. We exchange positive energies and love. I hope today's video is helpful for you. Next time you go to Japan or even you are in the States and you are curious about Japanese yakitori restaurant, remember, yakitori is your Japanese carnivore best friend because they don't really serve you rice. The rice may be at the end and very small, portion. So I really believe if you are carnivore, a person, and if you can non-traditional carnivore and you can have a chicken, please go to Japanese yakitori restaurant. That's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.